40 degrees this morning. What's up with this global warming everybody's been screaming about? You know what I mean?
Driving a tractor, climbing a tree, you can find it all at Cotton Top 3.
Ain't that pretty? That's a little pond that's on the right-hand side of my driveway that I dug out and built 2 years ago. Mama duck and the baby ducks were swimming along through there a while ago when I come down here. Full of little fish already too. I mean, man, we're in May now, and it's this cold like this. Crazy. Ain't supposed to be this cold in May. So we're not working but 11 miles from my house, but it is a solid 30-minute drive to do the 11 miles. We have literally thousands of miles of gravel roads here where we live, and I mean, they just go forever. And you just can't, it just takes time driving on them. They're rough, they get really bad when it rains, and so it takes some time to drive them. It's always fun getting out of a warm truck into a cold machine over there. Let's get this party started. Here comes the trucks. They're gonna go right by. This is lunchtime. Everything's running pretty good today. Got a good pile of wood, bunch of poles pulled. The pile goes all the way over on the other side of my boom. But I gotta have fuel. I'm out too. My light was on a while ago. This thing holds 268 gallons of fuel is what it holds. And I'm probably down about 250 gallons or so. 250, 255 gallons. And it'll take a good 20 minutes pumping to pump that in here. Cause we run 50 foot of hose on a hose reel to pump, because sometimes we don't know where we're gonna be sitting. Both trucks run 50 foot of hose. So it takes it a while to pump it all the way through this hose and up here like that. But I am fixing to squirt some grease here. Had one of my lights fall off the other day on my boom. That's a chunk of steel right there. Fell off, bolts come loose. And well, Dad actually run my loader the other day. There's one of the bolts. I found one of them. And he may have bumped it and got it knocked loose, because I keep a pretty close eye on that stuff like that right there. May have had a little help to kind of get it loose, because as soon as I got in the loader the next morning and cranked it up, it fell off and hit the ground. I got her greased. Waiting on it to fuel up now. Need me some lunch while I'm waiting on it here. It's a little tight over here. So there's 8:30 right there. You can see how much higher over it. So I'm finished eating. Gonna load Dad right quick. So this is a lot better wood than what we normally are cutting right here log wise. Because look at the length on these trees here. Those are logs. They'll be dimensional lumber. See, there's another truck sitting right there for me to load. That's some good stuff. Normally our links are just off the back of the trailer, not very far. So it is good to be handling some stuff. This got some length to it. So that's pretty nice for a change. I'll give you a rundown of the pile here right quick. These are telephone poles, power poles, utility poles, whatever you want to call them, telegram poles. Of course, they need to change the name of them for something else, because only people use cell phones now. These are big logs right there, and then those are telephone poles too. Why do I have it split? Well, it's just the way the pile worked out this time. I mean, I don't have a reason. They're identical to those over there. It's just a pile that's split. So don't ask. Remember, there's a war going on in my mind all the time. And then there's some big logs in here. As I'm loading, I'll throw them over there with the other big logs. And then we got pine pulpwood tops. That's about what I'm about to target right there. I'm gonna load 3 loads straight in a row of those, and then that'll finish us up for today, and we'll be done, be quitting time. And then down there is hardwood, pulpwood, and pine chipping saw. Both mixed together will be a pain in the butt to pick through it for 2 reasons: because it's mixed. The other reasons because all the bark's coming off the poplar and gum right now, and that's almost a nightmare to deal with that stuff. But I will prevail, and I will work through it. So that's why I was going to kind of give you a rundown of that. Y'all remember that big pile of pine pulpwood tops? That's what it looks like now after loading 3 loads straight in a row of it. Knocked it down. It takes a lot of them things to make a load. You can see I got a good log pile and logs behind it and poles back there, and plenty of other wood over there. So we're shutting down for today, and I'm about to head home and see what I can get into at the house there. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing when I get there. First thing we're going to do is we'll put the bucket back on. I've got the forks on here right now. Put the bucket on the tractor. We're going to water the oak tree. See the little Ninja running. I'm going to get her up here and put a little water on it here. Think about all that right there. Watch him. Look at him sticking his head underwater. Be a little dam right here. You got that? I think that's a gumball. What is it? What'd you get, dude? Oh, it's just a chunk of mud. Get it, Tony. Get it! There's something down in there he smells, he's after, he wants. Look at there, got another hunk of mud. So I neglected to grab the camera off the tractor while I've been doing all this, but what I'm doing now is I'm on the big John Deere zero turn, and I'm just kind of trimming up some stuff. I'll take y'all with me here right quick. There's some spots around culverts and some bad stuff that Hunter don't mow, and I don't blame him, because he uses my mower to mow, and I wouldn't want to jack somebody else's mower up either. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it for him, because he'll be cutting the grass this week. So I'm going to take y'all on. Maybe I won't turn over or something. We'll go ahead and cut this around the oak tree here too. So right here in front of me, I got 2 culverts that go under this road here. This is kind of tricky. So a quick little story. Water is a crazy act of Mother Nature. When this wasn't a road in here, I put this road in here to get to my shop. This just used to be just a cow pasture is what it was. So when I ramped this road, I had to ramp it from back there to way up there on the other side of that gum tree. So I put a 24-inch plastic pipe in here. And within the first year of that pipe being in here, not once, but twice, I had water. I cut this swell here and back up here. And all this drains is just this side right here, and there's a 13-acre field right over there that it drains. Twice I had water go over this road because that 24-inch pipe couldn't flow it. So if you'll look right beside that 24-inch pipe, there's a 12-inch pipe right there. I came back and I cut that road and I put that 12 in there too. Now anybody that knows, even though that's 36 inches of flow, knows that won't flow 36 inches. It just ain't gonna happen. But I almost have had water go over this thing with both of those in there. I mean, I've had it come right up there and lap it, but see, it stays dry all the time. It just runs when it rains is all it does. But that runs right down through there in that creek beside the house and then into the pond in front of the house. So just an interesting fact about the water flow right here. So I had to take a pit stop to eat supper. Jill texts and says supper's ready. So when she texts and says supper's ready, you come eat. Hit these high spots around here, got them knocked out right quick. It's what time is it now? It's 6:26 here. And then we'll go put the mower up. I'm kind of done with all this stuff for today. I've already got the dogs fed, watered, all that good stuff like that. And I think I'm gonna jump on my mountain bike. That's one thing that I don't do near as much as I used to before Cotton Top 3 YouTube. Used to hike constantly. Hike, mountain bike, and kayak, and scuba dive. And so the YouTube world has kind of curtailed a lot of that stuff. The hiking was due to geocaching. That's what I was doing on the weekends. You hang with me during the day is kind of crazy. I've always been a go-getter. I've always been able to get after it, make money and stuff like that. But hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm gonna get this edited up tonight and get it all fixed up, and then y'all have something to watch. You know what I mean? All the clickable stuff's right down below. Everything's down there. It's all in line order. Just bam, bam, bam. Then you got in there and click the heck out of that stuff down there. Appreciate a thumbs up from you and a subscribe from you too. We'll catch y'all later, as I always say. Later, taters. That's my bike I ride. It's a 29-inch Specialized rock hopper. It's got front hydraulic disc and rear hydraulic disc.